drop a low. I drop a like.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. To throw, Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Jackson now. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. O.J. Howard, 77 yards. And the Broncos march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They run again with Jackson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's a short to the tight end. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Six 0 our score after 1. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got his tight end. That's complete. That's Howard. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Chris Jones, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Yellow.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jackson's throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jackson. Touchdown, Broncos. Chigacancro. As the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Second down and back to Tomlinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD.
Salute.
That before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Throwing on first down.
2 and D like thumbs up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Washington's got it.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches,
Turn up.
you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him.
Play smart.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Dan.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit.
It's KOOL. You will hate the next game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He'll find Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Derek Johnson.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
To how it going?
2nd down and back to Tomlinson.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take
WSG.
you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
I'm doing good, just grinding.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give up the middle to Tomlinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's in. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense.
I've been grinding.
Plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal.
That's good.
His desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They're running. Tomlinson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Jackson. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and back to Tomlinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's...
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And now here is another interception. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Finishing my challenges. W. W stream.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're ahead 7 points, but your opponent has possession at your 20-yard line. First and long. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now it's Rodgers. And he finds Howard complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sliding out of the pocket. To the... knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Back to throw, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there. And just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Now Rodgers gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. All right.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're up by 2 scores, but your opponent has driven down to your 25, and it's 1st and 10. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And it to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. So 1st down and 10 as the Black Knights get set to go on offense. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down a field goal. You've got the ball on your own 15-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time. Fourth down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, this is Jackson, and they'll hustle up to stop the first, right around the... Just a 1 yard. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he stopped immediately there. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. Here's 2nd and 10. Tomlinson up the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is tonight. And the Chiefs offense ready to go on first down and 10. A give to LaDainian up the gut. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, this is Jackson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run on first down with Jackson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a handoff inside. Now the ball comes loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to side this time.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ryan Succop, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team from the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start here with Jackson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and you're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And a design QB run in that spot. Maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give up the middle to Tomlinson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. They go again to Tomlinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a give, it's Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On the give, here comes Jackson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, here's Tomlinson.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10.
We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Tomlinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Again, it's a fumble. But it looks like the Chiefs.
Opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward, Bo. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Again, Newton to keep it. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Newton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They snap it to Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Mahomes going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go play fake. Mahomes. Complete to Washington. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tomlinson up the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
One of the best thumbnails I've seen all year, man. Fourth like.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send
Y'all hit the like button for Kemper Chat.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the 24, Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Ready, go. Go, Reed, go.
Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going forward with the option right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
We respect the grind, Kemper.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective,
I like that. I see you.
you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Up the middle, Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Johnson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, it's Mahomes.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Find a way to pull it together and become sharp again.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
Get this W.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Call it a loss of 18, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Tomlinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Again, Tomlinson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On third down, Jackson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Jackson will throw again. And this is caught by Chris Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
65.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Johnson will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They go again to Tomlinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Complete on a crosser to Hall.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jackson to throw. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Down Jackson. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Jackson.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here's Jackson.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, and that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
2nd down and back to Tomlinson.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're only down 3 points. You've got the ball on your own 15-yard line. 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run on first down with Jackson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Jackson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow.
They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And again, it's Mahomes. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.